The fifth generation of the Jeep Cherokee debuted in 2014, and 2 years later, it's still going strong. This model here is a 2016 Cherokee Trailhawk. I know it's going to be good in the dirt. It's got a low gear, a locking rear differential, and it's even got a rock crawl mode. But what I want to know is, can she mind her manners on the street? The Cherokee is available with a smaller 4-cylinder engine, which is good for 23 miles per gallon combined, but this is a pretty heavy beast. It's 4,000 pounds, so do yourself a favor and get the optional 3.2-liter V6. That's good for 271 horsepower and 239 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, it's going to cost you about $1,700, but it's good for 22 miles per gallon combined, so you don't pay too much at the pump. Power goes to all four wheels via a 9-speed automatic transmission. Yes, 9 speeds. And you'd think it would search around a lot, but it's actually very, very well behaved. In fact, if anything, it holds the gears for just a smidge longer than I would expect it to. Step-down gears when you're passing will easily, very willingly step down 2 gears. And sometimes if you put your foot in it, you can get it to step down 4 gears. So I went from 7th gear to 3rd gear on the highway. It was amazing. But I never saw 9th gear. Even cruising at 80 miles an hour on the highway, I just never ever saw top gear, so who knows how fast you have to be going. Now, as you would expect, the ride is just a little bouncy. After all, the suspension is tuned more for off-road, and it's a little ponderous in the turns. It's got some fairly aggressive tires and a light steering feel, which means it's a little difficult to get it to turn very precisely once you get into a twisty road. But if you're just cruising around town, the ride is very smooth, although with a little bit more road and wind noise than I would like. Inside, the Cherokee has grown up just a little bit from its rough and tumble roots. I've got plenty of leather, some really good fit and finish, and the excellent Uconnect system. Now, I've always been a fan of Uconnect, and in here I've got the optional 8.4-inch touchscreen. It seems like there's a lot of information on the screen, but all the menus are very well thought out. The virtual buttons are really big and they're easy to access. My only problem with Uconnect is that in the navigation, it seems to have just a little bit of delay when I'm entering my address. It's not bad, but it could be better. In the front, there's not a ton of storage, but I do like the little cubby hole that I've got on the dash, which is good for maybe my phone or my FastPass. And there's a little hidey hole in the passenger seat, which is good for smaller items that maybe you don't want to leave out and in sight. But where the Cherokee really suffers is when it comes to all-around cargo space. Behind these front seats, I've got 55 cubic feet of space. Now, that seems like a lot until you start comparing it to other mid-size crossovers. The Toyota RAV4 has 73 cubic feet of space, and the Forester's got 75, so pack carefully. Now, if you've got any toys to haul, the Cherokee does come with an optional tow package, which boosts your rating up to 4,500 pounds. It's $800, but that gives you double the towing capacity, and it's well worth it. So if you're looking for a mid-size crossover that's going to get you to your weekend cabin home and then beyond, well, there's no other option, right? It's going to be a Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. But if you're looking for a crossover that's maybe more fun to drive, well, that's going to be more like a Mazda CX-5 or maybe even a Ford Escape. Both of those are a hoot to toss around the corners, and they come in all-wheel drive, but not four-wheel drive. And of course, if you just don't really care about fun or the dirt, well, maybe you could look at the Honda CR-V or the Toyota RAV4. They're not very exciting, but they're both solid performers. The 2016 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk can handle pretty much anything you put in front of it, even if all you ever put in front of it is pavement. This model here behind me starts at $30,995, and with some bells and whistles, including a comfort and convenience package, leather, and navigation, she tops out at $39,410.